or when I ask, what would Jesus say, or something like that, I actually hear things that I've never even heard before. I hear scriptures that I've never read. And I go, where did that come from? But I recognize there's only one mind. I'm living in it. I'm an individualization of it. I'm making a demand upon it, and it responds every time. So what would Jesus say when I'm caught up in fear? When I'm caught up and I ask, what would Jesus say? I hear Matthew 6:8. Your Father knows what things you have need of. Now, when we are all caught up, when we are all so worked up over that fear and just hearing, your Father knows what things you have need of, it just settles you down. You're not alone. But how can that be? I feel so alone. How could that be? Because Jesus said, I and the Father are one. Now, he wasn't talking about him being the only one. He was saying the I that we all are and the Father are one. So if I and the Father are one, how could the Father not know what I have need of? See, I've been separating myself. That's why I felt so alone. I've been believing that I was separate, and in believing I was separate, I just felt like I was just out in the cold somewhere. Your Father knows what things you have need of. And then he said, fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's great pleasure to give you the kingdom. Oh, can you feel yourself relaxing as you hear that? Can you just feel all that fear just dissipating? It has nowhere to stand when we know that. It is your Father's great pleasure to give you the kingdom. And in that, I'm reminded that the universe simply cannot hold back. It can't do that. See, it's not its nature. Its nature is to just give and give and give and give. Uh-oh. If that's what it's doing, and I'm not receiving, then maybe my channel is closed. Maybe there's something in me that's closing it off. Maybe there's something in me that's not accepting what it's giving in this very moment. See, and if I'm saying, nope, it's not possible. If I'm saying, no, there's no time, there's not enough time for this to show up. If I'm saying, no way. If I'm saying, I really don't want to get my hopes up and then be disappointed later. See? If I'm looking at the deadline, imagining how it's going to feel to be late, then guess what? My channel is closed. Wow. My channel. It doesn't mean I don't want to see it in my world. I don't have the courage to believe in it. My channel is closed. So I figure out that my channel is closed, otherwise I'd be fulfilled in this moment. Think about that. I'm gonna stop right here. If my channel was open, I would be fulfilled in this moment. Okay, universe. Then tell me how to open my channel. Tell me how to open it up. And in Matthew 9:29, Jesus said, according to your faith, be it done unto you. So then the question that I have to ask myself is, do I have the courage to believe? Do I have the courage to have the faith in what it is that I say I want to see in my world? Do I have the courage to step beyond this experience and to believe in something greater? Do I have the courage for that? But sometimes when our channel is closed, we're saying to ourselves that even as great as God is, even God can't do anything about this situation. Okay, anybody? Oh, you don't have to raise your hand. That's all right. But I mean, you can just kind of wink, okay? Nobody will see you. Okay, even God can't do anything about this situation. Now, years ago, I get tickled when I think about this, because years ago, my sister, who, as most of you know, is a religious science minister, Reverend Cheryl, she did a talk called, Is Your God a Punk? Seriously. I tried to talk her out of the title, but she would not be moved, okay? That was her title, Is Your God a Punk? And needless to say, she shocked her congregation when she got up to talk that morning, okay? They were shocked. But the reason for her doing it was because she wanted people to begin to recognize that some of us have a really wimpy idea about God. See, listen to what, this is really good here, because then you might hear something in this. She would say to somebody, she'd say, your God can't heal cancer? My God can. Your God must be a punk. I know. It's rough, isn't it? It's rough, but you know what? You need it that way sometimes. Okay? You're saying your God can't heal diabetes? My God can heal diabetes. Your God must be a punk. Your God can't supply you with the funds that you need right now? My God can. Your God must be a punk. If you hear me, okay? You don't have to raise your hand. Okay, so this is really, and to me, I think it's very, very powerful when we hear it, because it just brings it right up front. You can't step away from it. There's no way to sidestep it. It's right in your face. And I was thinking about how she did that, and I was thinking about how this week I was doing my walk, and I was listening to Reverend Andy's song about universal love, and I just got so tickled in that part where he said, "It made everything all out of itself. It had nothing else." Wow. It made everything out of itself. It made everything all out of itself. It had nothing else. Whoa. If that's the case, then God would have to be the cancer. Ooh, Dar, where are you taking us? God would have to be the cancer expressing at the level of our understanding of health right now. See, there's some shifting in the room now. You hear that? All right. Okay, God would have to be the cancer expressing at our level of understanding of health right now. What else could it be? there's nothing else. It made everything all out of itself. It had nothing else. And if that's the case, God would have to be our supply. The supply that we're experiencing right now at the level of our understanding of prosperity. What else could it be? There's nothing else. So really and truly what my sister was saying in that talk that she was giving is, how omnipresent is your concept of omnipresence? See, if omnipresence means that it's right here, right now, wherever we are, then where do we believe that it isn't? Don't you love these simple lessons? Isn't this simple? If it's everywhere in its entirety right now, and it's everywhere we are, then where do we believe it isn't? What she was saying then is, how omniscient is your concept of omniscience? See, if this power is omniscient, and which means that it's all-knowing, it knows what to do, it knows how to do anything that we're asking it to do, then what is it that we believe it can't do?